Chapter 62 The Elastic Mind. Carousor, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. You asked me what I mean by an elastic mind from our telephone conversation on Friday. It is hard to define, but let me give you an example of the bad kind. An old riddle. Why is a story like a ghost? Because a story's a tale's a brush is a broom is a carriage is a gig's a trap is a snare's a gin is a spirit, and a spirit's a ghost. You will have noticed a logical blunder, usually non distributo midi or Hobson Jobson, at every step in the sorits. It is your instinctive or instructed objection to commit these that prevents your mind from actually moving on such lines. But these correspondences, such as they are, ought to present themselves, be judged as false or true, and rejected or accepted accordingly. The inelastic mind, on the other hand, is tied by training to a rigid sequence so that it never gets a chance to think for itself. To develop a mind properly, it needs one, leisure, a first class public school and university education, or the equivalent. Here, it learns all sides of a question and is left free to judge for itself. And two, wonder jar, when it sees the world for itself, not by any prearranged course, Cook's Luns, university extension, etc., but built up on the results of leisure, foot or horseback, and avoids beaten tracks. It is the Rosicrucian injunction to wear the costume of the country in which you are traveling. This is only another way of saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. The object of this is not merely to avoid interference or annoyance, but to teach the mind to think down to the roots of the local customs. You learn also the great lesson of Thelema, that nothing is right or wrong in itself. As we say, circumstances alter cases. One trains oneself to adapt one's life to the impinging facts, to cut one's coat according to one's cloth. It leads one to the understanding of that great principle of compromise which has kept England's head above water through the tempests of the Chiliad. Remember that the slightest sign of inelasticity means that the rubber has already perished, and that the test of perfection is that one can snap back to the original condition with no trace of the stress to which it has been subjected. Love is the law. Love under will. Yours fraternally.